All right, so will I in D. So to play these riffs that the electric plays, I'm going to start on the 5th and 7th frets with my first stringer on the fourth string, my pinky on the first string. Sorry. We're going to slide up to the 9th fret with our first finger. We're just going to slide up, but rather than being on the 9th and the 11th, to minor it, you're going to have to put your, doesn't matter which finger, I use your middle finger on the 10th fret, first string. That makes it a minor. We're going to slide down, we're back to a major, so now it's going to be the 9th and 11th. Slide down to the 5th and 7th. Back up to the 9th and 10th. The 10th and 11th. The 7th and 9th. The 5th and 7th. 9 and 10. 7 and 9. 5 and 7. Now you're going to slide down to the 3rd and the 4th. Sorry, that'll be the 4th and the 5th for that. Because that's, again, and then you'll slide back up to the 7th and 9th. And then when we resolve to the 1 chord, which is the D, you're going to have to, instead of playing on the, here on the 5th and 7th, you're going to move both fingers up 1 string. So now you're on the 5th and the 2nd strings, and that's your D. Back to the 9 and 10. Back to the 7 and 9. Back to the 4th and 5th. 5 and 7. Back to the 9 and 11. Or what is that? 10 and 11. 5 and 7. And then you lift both those fingers up 1 string to the 1 chord. Now when the band comes in, I don't play that lick anymore. I start to pick, like the electric guitar would pick. The acoustic guitar isn't strumming it. So it's the same idea. I still have this 5 and 7th fret going on with my first finger and my pinky, but I add down my ring finger onto the 3rd string. So I have this G chord, G triad is probably what guitar players would call it. So I've got XX, 5, 7, X, 7. And I just kind of pick these. And then you just slide up the fret to the 9th and the 10th and the 11th. I guess that's the 11th, 12th, and 13th fret. And that's your minor, so your middle finger's down. Before it was this, we're just adding our ring finger down onto the 3rd string. Back to the 5 and 7, 7 and 9, back to the 5 and 7. And so every time I'm just playing my 3rd string, my 4th, my 3rd, and my 1st string. And then I slide on down 2 frets, so that's the 4th fret, 6th fret, X, nothing, and the 5th fret. 5th and 7th fret, that's your 11th, 12th, and 13th fret, 5th and 7th, and then I lift all my fingers up 1 string for the D chord. And that to me is the hardest jump, to go from my D chord to get to this, because I have to not only take all my fingers down a string, but I have to change from the major to the minor, which is a little tricky. And then you just slide. Let's see if you see this a little better. Fingers lift up 1 string. All right, So I'm going to play it through one time for you.